Okay, we are back here for our night's match at the Mad Apple Billiards and Burgers. I am Kyle Drake. Joined with me is Patrick Glenn.
What's up?
We got Jeff Tischauer as the challenger.
Look at that lag by James.
Yeah. And James is going to be our returning champion here. We are playing 8-ball race to 10. James will take the first break.
Yeah, I think this is week number 3 for James, if I'm not
At
mistaken.
least, yeah. I believe he played MH's first week 2 weeks ago. So you're right. This will be his third one.
Yeah, he's 1-2. This will be number 3, and has a tough opponent, Jeff Tischauer. Great player, shoots very strong. I mean, honestly, in the pool, there's it's going to be hard to take James down. I mean, he's a very tough opponent, but Jeff is one of those guys where, he's got a real chance taking James down. So both great players here. Should be a bang of a match, and we're playing 8-ball. So
Does he get one to fall? That is a dry break for the opening break from James. We're going to check out.
stripes look good. Those are a good starting shot, though.
Don't they?
A 12-ball, maybe.
You got like 3 combos to start with
I
stripes.
think he's got the 12-ball.
He's going to. Okay, I like that too. He missed it.
Oh, wow. Just missed the opener. You ain't get to see too many of those by Jeff. So I think James is going to stick with the stripes here.
Oh, absolutely. You have to. I mean,
And I think that 8 does go up in the corner. I do like moving the 4 at some point if you can, just to give the 8 some more options, depending on if it's a good move or not. Like he could.
right. I mean, if you don't have to move the 8 and you know it goes, you might as well play for that, right?
Yeah. See how the rack develops here. Like right now, you're looking at what's your money ball. There's a few good options.
Right. If the 8 goes by the 4, you got to think the 15's your money ball.
Yeah, you got the 15. The 11 could work. 13, depending on where you're at. But I like the 15 as my first option for money ball here, meaning my last ball.
Yeah, no doubt, because then you just roll the 15 in and you're on the
Actually,
8.
this is good. If he could play the 11 soft, and, well, not soft, but he's got to pull it back just a little bit, leave it for the 10, and come around, and then just work everything on the other end of the table.
So this will be a little pinch draw.
But it's a tricky shot to play shape on the 10 because he does got that angle, where he could get hooked by the 6.
On the 6, right? It's
Yeah.
a pinch draw. Yeah, really, you just
Yeah.
want to dead your. You can almost dead roll this ball and still not end up behind the 1.
And the thing is, even if he does, right, let's say he doesn't hit it right, he still has options. So,
Correct.
but you really do, I think you'd really like to get on the 10 here. If you don't, no big deal. All right, so he's got the 9, 13. Oh, I think he's going to play. Is he thinking about. Uh-oh. I just saw lights go out.
Yeah, I pull it out.
Are we still live? So he took that 15, so we'll see what he uses as last ball here.
Really, still a lot of good options. He just needs to be careful about his cue ball control, right? You could take the 9, play to the 10, and then play to the 13, and a stop shot on the 13, pretty much any pocket gets you a shot on the 8. if it goes by the 4, which it has to go by the 4. He would have broke it out by now, I feel like, if it didn't go. So I don't even mind taking the 10 right now. Kind of floating thin to this 13. Oh, no, he was able to get over there. So this is still good, too. Your cue ball is moving kind of towards the 7 here, though, if you take the 13. Tough to say. I think it's still a real open rack. You just need to really take care of your cue ball on this next shot. He's going to have a thought about it before he decides. Yeah, see this 6 ball. If you play this 13 soft, the 6 ball is big. If you don't, you might run into the 5.
I think he's going to use that 10 to come around. He's going to roll forward, play the window between the 6-1, come around the 8.
3 rails. No, 1 rail to kill.
Yeah, so.
This is beautiful. What a shot.
Yeah. So now he's got, like I said, between the 1 and the 6, come around, play the 8 in the same pocket.
Correct. Around the 4 ball. This is a touchy shot, though. If you run into the 4 ball, you can run into some problems.
Hit it hard. Hit it too hard. Yeah, he knew right when he hit it that he put too much on it.
Yeah, you saw him jump up.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I put too much on it. It's one of those things you just know right. Even almost as you're doing it, you know.
Absolutely. There's no doubt about that. And I think the best way to combat that is really focus on your pre-shot. Think about the stroke that you're putting on the cue ball before you do. You get a much better feel for that stroke and where that cue ball is going to end up if you put a lot of energy into that beforehand. It starts to get complicated a little bit. You know, sometimes you put a little too much into the cue ball than you do making your object ball, but you get shape, right? A lot of times you miss that shot.
This would be incredible. This would be incredible. Oh, he got close.
Yeah, it almost looked like he wanted to play off the 4 there, too, which looked available as well.
He's going to play safe here. I like that. Just opening, solving his problems and not leaving anything for his opponent. Nothing risky about that. Just develops his table a little better.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he sold out like a swerve kick on the 8 either. Look at this. He's going to play the 8 in the side.
In the side?
Yeah, you kick off this end rail, 8 ball on the left-hand side.
You're saying carom the 8 off the 4.
No, you don't have to carom it if you don't need to.
You're saying cut it in the side?
Kick. You're kicking off the top end rail into the 8 into the left side.
No way. Yeah, he's jumping, doing something here. He's going to bust it up. It's going to be ball in hand.
That one's costly. Yeah, for that 8 ball, I like kicking off the top end rail.
All right. Call this duck soup here on the stream. Nothing but the 8 ball in your way. Everything else wide open.
Yeah. Yeah, this is good for Jeff to get his stroke under control. But these guys, once they kind of get under control, they should be pretty dangerous, right? Like you feel like they're getting out more than they are not.
Yeah, I mean, the first shot that Jeff had, you ain't going to see too many of those. I mean, uncharacteristic miss. I mean, He likes banging them. He's got a good draw stroke. Not afraid to let it out.
Oh, a little thin here. This is missable. I think this shot will tell us how he's feeling.
I'd say he's feeling good. He's got a bit of a back cut or a.
Again, another
Yeah.
tester. This
I
is
don't.
tester on the rail. He'll put it in the bottom left.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Well, it didn't take long for him to get out off of that open table after the ball in hand.
Yeah, he moved around pretty quick there, confidently.
Take a look at how James is feeling about that one. Who do you think he's texting? He says, "Hey, I lost the first one, no biggie."
That is our player cam.
Let's
And
see,
coming to a stream near you, we will have our, what are we going to call that? Our mobile cam?
yeah,
where we're
that's.
gonna-
I think that's what we gotta call it.
Yeah, the mobile cam, where we're going to be out there. Maybe in the future have slow-mo, which would be really cool for like some close hits, close calls. Look at that break. Nice.
Other than the fact I believe it was dry.
Yeah, you don't like cracking them that wide open and having a dry break.
Yeah, this is James at the table.
I mean, they're so spread out, it looks like 3 balls dropped. You know?
Looks like he's gonna take solids here.
I think he's taking stripes.
Oh, you're right. You're
Yeah,
right.
because the 9 ball, look at where the 9's at. It goes. The 4 ball's in trouble. So you got to take stripes.
Oh, that 9 does go.
Interesting he's not rolling up to it. So to do that one, scroll down.
Mobile view.
Oh, look at that. It's even called mobile. Yeah. And then when you transition, you'll know what's on. Go ahead, give it a try.
All right.
This is our mobile view. So Chris G is our camera handler there, and as you can see, he's a little shaky. So we're gonna work. We got I forget what it's called, but it's a stabilizer.
Yeah, it's called a gimbal.
The gimbal, or we could mount it on a chicken head, and yeah, there he's
Here
got
we are.
us. Oh my God, we're in the booth! Yay! Everybody gets to see us.
And we'll just go back to our normal screen, but that will be definitely a nice little feature for our September event coming up.
It's funny how he brought that camera up just as we were talking about it.
No, yeah, I think that will be an awesome feature for our September event coming up.
Yeah,
I agree.
for the pro event. There he
Just
is.
one of those things that you don't get to see a lot, like a nice open camera, free camera around the room.
Well, and it gives us the ability to throw them on a tripod and maybe watch a third or a fourth table, you know?
Absolutely.
Chris, we were remarking on how great your camera work is.
It's tough without a stabilizer. I try to hold my breath, and it makes it worse. But, you know, no training here.
So James, I mean, his first rack, he was working on a run, and he just got hooked on the 8 ball. We'll see if he can finish this one out. The 11 ball is going to be a little tricky now because the 4 kind of went in the way.
I think
Unless he's got
gonna
it.
draw it. Yeah,
Yeah, he
draw
does got
off
it.
this 4. Watch it's got to be a good hit too to make it. I think.
Yeah, he's going to hit it good. Oh, don't go on the way 4 ball. That wasn't part of the
It-
plan.
Definitely did, and it doesn't go by the 8 ball down here in the bottom left. So that's kind of
Yeah, cut it. Back cut it in the side. Easy day. Oh, geez. There's Do you dare carom it off, though? No.
there. I don't even see a carom here.
No, my brain was working backwards for some reason. There's no carom. There's only a kick, and it's a tough one. It's a full table kick. I mean, there's not a short rail kick. You got to go long table here. And it's not easy.
The 8-ball cuts a lot of that one-railed long table kick off.
Yeah, you might have to put a little English on it to.
You definitely have to put inside spin. It's going to be his right hand, our left hand as we look at it. If you look at the overhead there.
Yeah, he's hitting right on it.
He's trying to check this ball up off the back rail. And
Well, he
checked
put
it up too much.
Yeah, too much. Right idea though.
Yeah. Right idea, but that's another not so good result with one ball left on the table.
So you know what I just learned? Because whenever you're putting spin on the ball like that and you're trying to get it, to go one way or the other, it's always tough to judge. Like if I put a half a tip, a full tip, 3/4 a tip, there's a thing about it. I don't know if I can explain this well enough, but the guy did a good job. For every one tip, it's going to move it one diamond over. So if you use that as a reference, like if you did a half of a tip, that's only going to move the ball a half a tip short, so to speak.
Correct.
And
And that is correct, assuming that your speed is always consistent.
And we're talking about angles too, right? The right angles. I mean, if you're back cutting, that whole thing goes out the window, because you're coming across the line of the ball. And I'd almost have to set it up to like show people, because when I learned this, it really helped me judge that very shot.
Correct.
Like how much tipped, where to go with the ball.
The speed and the feel.
Yeah. So this is 2 racks in a row, kind of where James, he runs out to a ball or no balls, and then Jeff is just mopping them up.
Yeah, which is really what you expect at this level. He'll just float this ball in.
Yeah, with the way these guys play, you're only getting 1 or 2 innings max.
Usually, yeah.
Sometimes you get those 3 or 4
Like
inning
a
games with the
dirty
safety belt.
rack.
Yeah, but they're going to be rare.
Yeah, and that's a quick lead for Jeff.
Yeah, and Jeff actually stepped up to the plate. Very short notice. Friday night, I was in search of a knight because our current knight had to step down, moved out. So last minute,
I'm always available for the nights.
gotta get you on the list though. Are you on the list?
I thought I was. I filled out the survey and all the good old stuff that
No, not. We don't.
needed to be done, I believe.
Let me check. I think maybe you are on the list. I don't know. Because usually I send people messages like when they fill it out.
All right, that is a beautiful break here. Looks like that 10 ball goes if you want stripes by the 8. If you like solids, you start with the 3 or the 5 or the 1. I think he'll probably take solids, especially if the 2 doesn't go, but he's going to think about that. Can he get on? A nice bump on the floor was acquired there.
Mm.
Wow, he had enough space for the 6, so that's no problem. I think a pretty good stroke here, and he got a good chance to get out. This is just a clean pull by Jeff here. Stun this 5 down, cue ball to the middle. He drew it all the way back. What a shot. Wow. He's in line, you guys.
I do got you on the list. Oh, yeah, your name's spelled like without hyphen, though.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
no.
Well, it looks like James has got an opportunity to play with some duck soup here.
Yeah.
What a nice draw there to get on the 8.
But he almost scratches here.
He does scratch.
Or I'm sorry, he almost makes the 8 ball and scratches. Almost auto lose is what I meant to say.
Yeah, I mean, it's actually good that he didn't make the 8, right? All right, James setting up, starting with a tough shot. Why is he playing? Odd that he's playing it all the way down and not just in the corner there. You know?
He doesn't want to mess with any running into anything. I don't think the 8 offered a full pocket.
Well,
Yeah,
no, you could have
10.
played it right past the 13, I would have thought. It's a much shorter shot, and you get the same leave.
I think we're going to see some confident stroking in this match here.
Yeah. Yeah, see, it's, when you're playing at this level, it's almost like you just want to concede the game right now because they're getting out. Okay, I just pulled a Kyle. I totally jinxed that rack. Wow.
Ooh.
That was brutal.
Oh, that one hurts. James, if you're listening to this one after your match, go ahead and put that one on Patrick.
Yeah, I jinxed it.
He gotcha.
Forgot the golden rule.
You always got to put that maybe in there.
I know, right? I said, yeah, you gotta. So you're saying there's a chance?
Always a chance.
Like 1 in 10, more like 1 in a million.
Hey,
So you're saying there's a chance?
what about all that 1 in a million stuff, right? All that 1 in a million. It could happen. And it just did, I think. I don't think we'll see James miss too many more of those.
Oh, no, look at the power in that break, man.
Yeah. Does he get anything to go, though? It looks dry.
So I just noticed it's like Jeff is a left-handed player. Some of the greatest pool players are left-handed. Filler, Shaw's left-handed too, isn't he?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Filler. No, Filler's not left-handed, is he?
Yes.
Is he?
Yes.
Yeah, Filler and Shaw are both left-handed.
Very interesting play styles between left and right-handed players. Because, your handiness has something to do with how your brain works, right? Whether or not you're right or left-handed. What hemisphere of your brain you use more than the other. And it's funny how pool styles come out different with lefty and righty. I think your left-handed player is going to tend to shoot quicker, a little bit quicker, a little bit more free. Not so much as methodical as a right-handed player.
A freewheeler like Earl.
Correct.
Earl freewheels. And Kendall does it.
Well,
You see
both
Kendall
those
do it.
guys are right-handed players, so it's funny that you mentioned that. But let's think about the real methodical left-handed players, if you can think of one. I think left-handed players just tend to be quicker at the table with their decisions, with their strokes. Again, and it's just a little more freewheeling of a style.
Well, I think it's kind of holding true with Jeff. I mean, he's
And
moving
with
quick,
James here,
yeah.
if you see James got ball in hand here, and he took about a minute or so at least to decide what he wanted to do. And so I think that has a lot to do as far as like the psychological part of the game.
still did he have ball in hand there?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's still open table.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta like the stripes here.
Yeah, and it looks like he's gonna play the 12 combo, that's just fine, right? Now the 13 still goes.
And get the 9 out.
Yeah. We'll see what happens at a 9 because it looks like he's just edging the 9 ball here.
Should get it to come out.
See, he tried to muscle it in there and rattled the ball.
Yeah, less Guadouche though for solids. I mean, you're gonna hit the 6, but what are you doing with it?
What I don't think, well, the 12 ball's hanging, but you might be able to lock him up on the 3 ball here, which it looks like he's trying to do. Lock him on the 3.
Just got to get all the way to the 4.
Yeah, you're running into the 2 ball here, so that's the problem. See? You ran into the 2 ball, and your cue ball can't drift behind that 3 ball, so you're selling out the 12 if you don't hit it real good, and it's a real touchy shot to begin with.
Well, that 9's not going to be easy to deal with. You got to get the right angle on it.
Yeah, the 9 also banks cross
Oh, wow.
side.
You decided to play a 3-ball combo. That's going to lock up to 15.
That will prolong your 8 ball rack right there.
Yeah, this is going to be a chess match from here. Oh, misses the 14. Yeah, and Solids still are in trouble with the 1. I mean,
The 7 doesn't
4.
go anywhere for a breakout.
4 or 5's tied up.
The 4 goes in the side. He can make the 4 ball right now if he wants.
Yeah, and that splits that mess up a little bit.
I think that might be the shot, even though the 6 is hanging.
Yeah, he's got the 6 as a safety ball there. Hopefully he gets something better than the 6, because you'd like to save that 6 to get up into the 1 maybe.
Right. Here it looks like he just might be playing a safety.
Let's get that dual view going. Got too much top view.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh, able to get it to go.
Yep, and now he's got a good shot on the 3. Everything open. Does the 7 go by the 14? Probably not. Maybe it does.
No, it doesn't. Look at the overhead. Yeah, there's no way that 7 ball goes. And that's what I was saying, like, beforehand. I think even if you end up breaking up these balls down here, there's no way to get good on this 7 ball, and the 7 ball needs to be broken up for to even have a look at the 1 to do something productive. I mean, it really, if you can somehow get that 1 free without selling out the 14.
Looks like he's trying to go into that 1 right now. Nope. Maybe the 7 does go by. I mean, he kind of played like it does.
There's no way. He's safe. This safety. Yeah, that 7 ball does not go. There's no way. He's locking him up on his own 14 ball here.
I think he might have been trying also to make that 14, take it off the table.
Well, he sold out the 11 here, so what can he get done? It looks like he's actually might have sold out the 9.
Okay. Here's the 1. Okay, so this would be beautiful if he could get into the 9 and come up with a shot. I'm sorry. Go into the 1 and come up with a shot on the 7 or possibly the 1. And then the problem is the 2 ball.
Mm. I think this might be a position where you kind of just got to play a percentage shot and not go for run out. This is where you don't go for the run out in my head. You might take a crazy shot here, like cut the 7 in past the 14 and also try to run the cue ball into the 2 possibly. Or get on the 2, get shaped for the 2.
Like come
then,
around 2 rails into the 2?
like up and down for the 2, however you have to get on the 2. Because even if you miss that 7, as long as you hit it pretty good, you might block the pocket, leaving this 112 tied up. But this is okay too. Don't open them up. They're not. That 1 ball was obviously off the rail. You saw it catch the rail there. But you got to feel like you're in pretty good shape if you're Jeff.
So that was a developing shot. He's just trying to develop the table there for himself, which works out nice because
Real nice.
he's got balls to play with to open up that 15 now, for sure. I think you go for broke here.
What's the broke shot though?
Not.
He-
Yeah, I don't know.
This is
Wow.
good. That's great touch. That's beautiful touch.
It's a really smart shot.
Cut the 14 and still end up with something on the 13 here, and it's still kind of a sellout, but he doesn't like it. Giving away the 7 here, knowing that it's not an openable one ball.
Do you think he's got room to get that 2 right now? I don't know if he's got enough to make it. I don't think he can get at it.
Well, even if you can't. Yeah, see, this is just a tough spot. Okay, so he gave away the 15.
Oh, I like that. Oh
That's
no.
gonna scratch. That's gonna really hurt. Actually, now you start with the 1 here.
Yeah, and you got to move the 8 here.
You can do both of those starting with the
Yep.
1 right now, right? Or
Yeah.
move the 15 and still have a cut on the 7.
I like. Yeah, he's got to move something here to have a shot to get out. Looks like he's going to go right into the 11 here, which is nice.
Yeah, that's gonna open the 8 for the past the 14.
Okay, move the 8. But now he's got to use that 7 as his last ball.
Well, no, he can't because he doesn't really have a good shot next.
He's got a 2 ball.
He's got this 2 ball.
2 ball to the 6 to the 7. And you're out. You got to make it.
Yeah. Which you'd like him to make it, right?
I think he's favorite to make it. So the thing is, like, you almost want to get as straight as you can on the 7, but he's coming away from the 7 here. So he's going to have to slow roll the 7 after this and just keep the cue on the rail.
Yeah, he should be able to do that much. What he's got.
Unless
here.
he wants to fire the 7 off the 14 and clear that pocket. That's always a possibility, too. My gosh.
Did you see that 6 ball rock back?
Yeah, replay that.
I definitely did.
That's not normal physics, right?
No.
You never see a ball rock back. Wow.
So many factors go into that kind of little bit of a rock.
Yeah, he was just really trying to hold that cue ball to get as straight as he could on the 7, really. Oh, that was he fired that really quick. So this is a lot better for James now because now he can roll up to get straight on that 7 and play the stop shot.
Should be okay to get out from here.
Yeah, he wants to get on that line he's pointing to. The worst thing you could do is just roll too far forward and get behind the 11. That's going to be perfect. Can he even use the rail to kill the cue ball here?
Yeah, he will. He should.
Got a little close, but very good here.
No, this is perfect. You can't ask for anything better.
To get on the board.
Got it.
Center pocket. That's center pocket.
Nice out. And that could potentially be a big one.
Well, that could have hurt 4-0. I mean, and Jeff had the opportunity. He shot really fast on that one ball. I mean, he was stretched out a little bit too, so it makes it a little tougher.
I think what happened there was he changed his mind and didn't really give himself the correct time to focus on the shot that he changed his mind to, right? He kind of rushed into his second decision there, which you definitely don't want to do, right? If you can't go with your first instinct, you really almost are fighting your natural shot. So you really got to bear down on those kinds of shots. It looks like James going to hit a 2-ball break here, second ball. And there's your patented cluster up there on the same side you break from. No shot on the stripe hanging unless he wants to hit a weird combo. Which does that one ball? That one ball doesn't go up there, does it?
I think it does. Past the 14 there.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you, but
Yeah, I'm looking down the line. It looks like it goes.
oh, down the line, you might be right. It's tight. He might play shape for it right now. I feel like you gotta shoot this one ball.
Oh, I like if you could stop it right there and play the 7.
Or even go into that 14 a little bit. Hopefully open it up. Not too tough. Yeah, just like that. What a shot.
Hey, did that one ball go by?
Second look, yeah, it did. I think so.
He's got the 2 off the 9 here.
And then that'll offer
And
shape to the good.
he actually
7
has
ball.
a shot on the 7 right now, too.
Yeah, but
think,
he's gonna get shape off for the 7
Yeah.
next.
Yeah.
Now, gotta
Yes.
roll forward for the 6, right? Off the 10.
I think you could just kind of kill it with those balls right there and play the 3 next.
Yeah, we'll see. I think
If you
both
want.
are liable
Yeah.
decisions, but
I really don't like running into those balls, though.
I think you're right, though. He's
Yeah.
going to just take the stop. And he doesn't have the 3, so you
Yeah.
just stop for the 6 on the other side of the 8.
But I like your shot better rolling forward and playing the 6 just because it keeps his balls a little more tied up in case anything happens. And he's playing the 6 anyway here.
Well, I just think you get your cue ball out of traffic a little bit if you roll forward off the 10 instead of into the 14.
Yeah, because now you opened up his rack. And you got a
That's
tough.
just fine.
Well, this
He's
is a
got
pretty
this
routine bank
bank
here. Yeah, this is,
and should offer some kind of shape, assuming that 8 ball passes the 14. Which
Nope.
that one does not. So
Does
this
not.
is actually pretty tough. He's gonna put this. I feel like he's got to put a little speed into this one.
I think he's got to play this in the top right, the 8 in the top right corner or the right side. There's only 2 options here. Top right corner would have been it, but ouch.
He'll be kicking at this one if he's not kicking himself
This
already.
is kind of the story of the match. I mean, James is playing really good pool, and then he's just getting hooked on the 8. This is, I think, the 3rd time this has happened, where he's kind of ran the table to the 8 or ran it with 1 ball left, and then Jeff just comes and does the mop up, right?
Yeah.
And that can hurt. Oh, gave it a good ride there.
Yeah, he really did. But that's gonna give a nice another wide open table, right? Wide open table.
I like trying to get to the 14 sooner than later. Yep, there it goes.
Hung the 15 in the process.
8 ball's kind of big right now.
Yeah, I think he shouldn't have too much problem getting under it, which I think he tried to do there. And he still might shoot the combo, but no. 9, yeah, this is the correct route. Take the 12 down to the end rail. That's a beautiful angle right there. Make sure you get under that 10 ball here. Sure did. Beautiful.
Oh, that's really nice. Because now he's got a nice little float shot to get to the 10. Oh, he's drawing.
No.
Oh, no, he's going for it. Okay. It looked like. Oh. I like the way he plays. Stroking it out.
One rail up to the middle of the table here. Pretty simple pull to get out for Jeff. You know, he's looking good when he's got a wide open table.
So, I'm pretty sure. I'd have to go back. Wait, no. It would have been a previous jester. Because James and MH, they battled and went back and forth, right? And that match went hill. That was a long match.
It was.
And then James played really well last week and controlled the match really well. So this has thus far been his toughest challenge, I would say. I mean, MH gave him a run for his money, took him hill. But I don't believe that James was down by 3 racks or possibly could have been down by 5 racks at this point.
Absolutely.
You know, could be very easily be 5-0 right now, but it could also very easily be 3-1. I mean, in favor of James. You know, James has gone through 3 racks, just getting really unfortunate on the last ball. So, I mean, the score is really not telling the story of the match right now. It could be either way. But Jeff is coming out on top each time, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think James is probably pocketed about the same amount of balls, but it's his aggressiveness that's really coming back to bite him a little bit because he's making good runs up until the last 2 or 3 balls and getting out of line. And so that's really costing him because he's really selling out the rest of the rack to somebody who's not going to allow you back to the table when you make that mistake.
So this is another dry break, open, taking solids, and I do like the solids. It's a horse apiece, really, but
another wide open table.
Yes, the break is just so wide open. I mean, if Jeff is dropping a ball, he's looking at possible break and runs. You know, he's just getting dry breaks.
You need to avoid the 15 here if you're playing the 7 ball.
Yeah, in 2 ways. I mean, you could draw out of this, or you could risk it with quite a bit of inside and try to go the other way. But again, it's a risky shot because the more inside you put
either way, it's a risk he's got to take here. You got to avoid this 15.
He's come bottom left, so he'll definitely not hit the 15. But he jarred it.
Overstroked it a little bit, and he's going to end up real fortunate landing on that 5 ball, not to sell out the 9. It doesn't look like he sold out anything except for this terribly difficult cut on the 14.
If you could, dude, I've watched my wife make this shot. I'm not kidding you. I've seen
jacked up and everything, huh?
Not jacked up, but look at that cut. Walk that ball all the way up. Let's say the 5 ball's not there. Regardless, that's a tough shot. You know, to walk that ball.
Yeah.
I've seen my wife do it multiple times.
Yeah.
I don't know how she has that shot in her arsenal, but she does. It's crazy to watch because I'd probably hit that 1 out of 100, walking that all the way up like that. That's a tough shot.
Wow, look at this strategy move. Kind of just banked his 15 away. And he's daring James to get out is what happened right there. To be perfectly honest with you. He said, James, I don't have a run out. I dare you to run out. Let's see if James ends up with 1 ball on the table again. Big bump on the 6 gives him the 3-4 combo here. And he should have shape on the 6 no matter what if he decides to shoot it. So it's a good shot.
Tough not to give me combo here.
No, but I think it's very makeable with guaranteed shape on the 6.
Or the 3.
Correct. You don't necessarily know what's going to happen to the 3 there, but you feel like you got a good chance to get on the 6. And he'll draw this 6 ball back, I think, to get on the 3 ball straight so he can roll forward for the 5.
Yeah, I think if he draws, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out the angle here. Yeah, maybe.
He's also trying to look if he makes the 3 ball now, can he achieve an angle to make the 5 next, which I don't think the 6 ball goes by the 10, so might not be your best option. I think the best option is just to draw straight for the 3.
So I don't like getting straight on the 3, and the only reason is because if you're rolling forward, you got that small window between the 9 and the rail.
Yeah.
If you get the angle like he's got right now to play the 3, you could come in between the 9-10 and play the 5 in the same pocket. So you take the 3 now between
Yeah.
the 9-10.
I like that a lot too.
Yeah, I think that's the play. Otherwise, if you roll forward on that, oh, he didn't hit it hard
Get
enough.
there.
But yeah, I think that's the right shot.
I think
Yeah.
I really like that as well, right? You got to be confident with your stroke because you clip the 10, it's no good. You clip the 9, it's no good.
And he was reaching a bit, so it made it, the difficulty was tough
Yeah.
reaching.
And you're right, because if you play the 3 ball first, you're more than likely going to end up pretty straight on that 5 ball and have to take a tough 1.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like pick your poison as well.
Makeable kick here. These are, they're tough, but they're makeable.
And you blocked the 9, hopefully. I don't
Ooh,
think
I
he
don't
did.
think he did.
Nope.
Yeah. And he could play his. Oh no, the 1 ball's cutting
Going
the 10
in,
off.
He's going into him. Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to go into him. Tough shot on the 11. You're not jacked up over the 12, so very makeable. Still got to hit it good. I think that's like our first real miss hit from Jeff in the match.
They're playing the Rawhide song. Hit 'em high, hit 'em high, hit 'em low, hit 'em low, Rawhide.
Hit him with draw and top, huh? That's what the song's about. Watch out, 14. I think he'll miss it.
Oh, he hit it nice
Yeah.
speed.
If you clip that 14, bad. things
Natural
can
shape
happen.
here to the
This-
1.
Beautiful.
I like getting straight on the 1 and drawn to the 8 or a little to the left side of the 1. Just anything so I can draw to it. No.
That was a pretty heady play.
Yeah.
It's pretty straight on the 1. He can still draw back 3 inches and be just fine for the 8.
Does it go by the 13 if you need to? I don't think it does.
No, not at all.
See, he's got a bit of a stroke test here. He might, because he does have angle
Nah,
to
he's
draw
you-
over.
You either roll forward for the 8 in the opposite side, which I don't like at all. He's got to draw this ball.
What's up, Nick? How you doing? Good afternoon to you, sir. I see Dylan put the good old ope in there.
What a shot.
Oh, yeah, I missed the shot. You're going to have to replay that.
Well, he passed the stroke test, to say the least.
Let's see it again. I missed it.
No problem. We'll check this. He really stroked that ball nice.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can't hit much better than that.
Yeah, nice shot there by James. Cuts the lead in half, right?
Yes, sir. 4-2.
Racing to 10.
We got James breaking the balls. See how he can hit them. He's playing the 2-ball break, which is a fairly defensive break. But I'll tell you what, this table's still splitting up pretty nice, where if you hit him with a pretty decent speed that you got dialed in, I think if you find a speed that works here, whether you hit the 1 ball or the 2 ball break, it comes out pretty beneficial as long as you feel like you can make one.
Another dry break on the day here. Does not look like the most advertising rack, but I think you got to go for the combo
He's
here.
going to play the combo here. Play shape for the 2. If he gets on the 4, he's fine.
He's got the 4 ball.
Yeah, and the 2. Yeah, he'll take the 4 first.
Yeah, 4, 2, and then maybe the 3. 3 or the 1.
He's looking real comfortable out there, He's not taking too much time about his decision making. I think he picks a path and sticks to it, which really helps with as far as commitment towards each stroke and execution. I think that has a lot to do with being able to execute your ball very well, is having the confidence before you get down on it.
All right. You could just slow roll this 3 in, but when you're slow rolling this far, you take the 6 in the side or come around.
Yep, slow rolling the 3 that far can get tricky.
Yep. And he would add the 6 to the 1. Yeah, that would have been a nice out.
This can prove to be a big mistake too.
Okay, so I like playing this 12 ball right now. It's going to open up your whole rack, no problems. It's a relatively easy shot here. It's kind of like when you're playing cornhole and you got a backstop. That's kind of what this shot is here. You kind of got like a buffer to help you make that shot. Because if that 15's not there, it almost makes that shot harder.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. All right. I think his out ball will be the 11 ball, his money ball, key ball. And you want to end up fairly straight on that one so you can draw back to the end rail and keep a good angle for the 8 all the way up.
Yeah, as of right now, he does got to get below that 8.
And I'll tell you what, he got a little thin on this 10 ball, right? I feel like now he might have to hit this 13 or the 9 in the side next.
I think he's fine to play the 10 if he wants. He can just draw.
He can play the 10 but I'm saying his next ball, might be tough to hold position.
I think you draw and pound it off the rail here.
Just a touch draw.
Yeah, or that, yeah.
But see, and the only reason I say that's tricky because when you're starting to trickle balls in is when they start to rattle out with the wrong speed.
He's got to start thinking about like how he's going to get from his money ball to the 8. Like what ball is it going to be? What's the angle?
It's going to be. This is great. This is great. He'll be able to draw off this 9 ball here to get straight on the 11. See, okay, so he still has a rolling angle here to get nice and straight on the 11.
And then draw back to the, I like this a lot.
Short side, yeah.
You just got to try to get all the way to the bottom of the rail almost.
This is a touch shot right here, I'll tell you what. We'll check his speed. Killed the cue ball, went into him, and hooked himself. Wow. We'll watch that one again. I think he had to try to
what happened here?
His ball.
What I miss? Oh, he tried busting up the work there. Yeah, I thought for sure he'd just float over to the bottom of the rail there, follow, and then get straight on the 11, and Bob's your uncle, but...
That was a good hit. He caught... Oh.
Wow.
Did he...
I'm might want to replay that. If anything,
I
the 3 might have hit.
I will. I think I...
Was the 3 on? Sure. It's all depending on the 3 was on the rail or off the rail.
Well, they're not fighting it, so it must have been good. Smart move.
Yeah, if the 3 was locked on the rail, I guess it would have been a bad hit, but it must have been off the rail.
This is a slow kick into the 11, laying the cue ball right on that 3 ball if you can. Give a tough cut on the 1, but that's about it. Hit this 11 ball dead in the face. Really, he'd like to get all the way to the end rail out of this one, but I don't think he can.
One thing I did notice is Jeff's Fargo rating has been shooting straight up. He's been winning a lot.
What was his Fargo the last time you checked it?
I mean, I feel like last time he was in a tournament, it was somewhere around the 550s. So he's moving on up.
Yeah, that's pretty solid.
Moving on up.
It's a good song.
Remember
Good TV show.
Remember the TV show?
Jeffersons?
Very, very
Yeah,
good.
man, I know.
I don't think they can make that show today.
You know, but they still have it on TV, or they had it on Netflix or something. I watched it. I'm like, how are they able to say this stuff? You
Hey,
know?
Chris, you want to go out and watch this shot?
Sure, I'll have to record it.
Yeah, go ahead and get on the record thing.
Well, do we want to use our mobile cam for this one?
Yep. I think we're gonna use the mobile cam to get a. Just wait till he gets steady, and then oh no, what happened? If it's froze on his end, we ain't gonna be able to watch it.
No, it's not. There we go.
All right, here we go. We got a really good look at it. We're not gonna be able to do slow mo,
This is and he's kicking from that.
and we can still do a replay on this, I believe. Try and do a replay on it after it's done. That's a good hit to me.
Yeah, it's a sellout. Yeah, I got the replay.
Yeah, once we get our stabilizer, I think that will
Sorry, guys.
work
He
a lot better.
cut that 3 ball in right there. It was a obviously good hit.
Just transition. Don't transition, but does the replay come out? I just want to see if it shows up. Yeah, it does. Look at that.
Look at that beautiful camera work.
Yeah. It was. Do you got Parkinson's? I mean,
Dude, I'm telling you, when you're trying to like not move, and I mean, no stabilization is impossible.
You know, a good tip I can give you, Chris, for that is anchor your elbows to your body.
I could try that. But you know, you got to get it above, right? So you got to hold the camera like above.
So again, just move your whole body. Like,
Well, here's the
up a little
thing. We
bit and try
have
to squeeze your elbows.
we have gimbals coming, and that's what every TV company in the world uses.
Yeah.
you could also hold your breath. Maybe start at 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I almost passed out. I was like, man, he didn't shoot that for like it seemed like forever, and I'm sitting there. No.
So is it 5-2 or 4-2?
I believe it's 5-2.
He forgot to score.
Yeah.
I think he forgot to score that one up.
We can check the replay real quick.
Well, I think it'd be on the replay.
Yeah, unless
It
you caught
won't-
the
It
scoreboard.
won't be on the replay, but I'm pretty sure it's 5-2.
Yeah, Chris, maybe if you oh no, I think they fixed the score.
Yes, they did.
It's tough. I'll give you the darn thing. It feels like you're holding it still, but then it turns out to be like the Blair Witch Project. You know?
Yeah.
You
I know
remember
exactly
that
what
movie
you
came
mean.
out, I think I was oh man, I think I was already graduated high school by that point, but
So 1988
oh god, listen to him.
sounds about right.
No, we watched that movie and we all went out to the Kettle Moraine State Forest and we had like this bonfire and we were still young, underage. I think I was probably 19 years old and cops came chasing us all. I got stuck with this girl. We're in the middle of the woods, pitch black, and we had just watched that movie, The Blair Witch Project. And we're running and hiding from the police and She starts crying and screaming. I'm like, oh crap. We just had to give up at that point. She was so terrified.
Did you have all the DeWalt tools in the trunk?
Nah, not at that point.
That's when it
No.
began.
Those are back in my mischief.
There's definitely going to be a
Mischievous
Netflix series on Patrick someday.
The DeWalt man.
You know what?
The
Just
DeWalt
a
dude.
disclaimer
right
out there for
there.
everybody that thinks I am some kind of crazy nutcase. The reason I buy DeWalt is because when you buy power tools, battery power tools, you stick to one brand. Whether it's Milwaukee, Makita, whatever, different types of batteries. So
I tried to mute him, but he still kept talking.
Chris, I won't mute you, but you might deserve it.
I'm a milk carton, Chris, like I said earlier.
See what I'm saying? If I disappear, you guys know what happened.
That's a foul.
There's going to be like a lithium battery left behind.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Those are lithium ion batteries, by the way.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
And smart batteries. They go 60 to 20 volts.
Well, so Jeff honestly is surprising the heck out of me with this lead, 5-2.
Well, he started out, it was 3 to 4 to 1 and could have very easily been like 5 to nothing.
A little mistake here and a little mistake there. Next thing you know. Yeah.
But like we were talking about, the score kind of doesn't tell the whole story. Like James was like running racks, getting stuck on the 8-ball, and then
Yeah.
Jeff was coming and mopping up.
At
and,
least 2 games where James runs down to
That's
8
nerves,
ball
though.
Or 1.
yeah.
Right? I mean, that's
I
part
think
of it.
it has more to do with the table layout and how aggressive he's playing.
Oh,
to
I
be
see.
honest with
He's
you.
going for it.
Correct.
I gotcha.
Correct. And he's just missing shape and still continuing to try to run out.
He was trying to use that 1 as a stopper for the 6, and it just leaked out. He still got a good opportunity to get to the 6, though. I mean, still got a full pocket past the 8.
No, and it's been kind of the other way, right? Where this rack, Jeff is trying to run out and misses a late ball and kind of sells out the rack to James.
Yeah, Jeff has had probably 2 of those racks where he's ran out and then James take advantage of. So, but that's how it's going to go at this level. It's just
correct, absolutely. And I think the player who wins this one is the more disciplined player, who doesn't necessarily believe that they're going to get out every time, even though it might be there. I think the player who is going to use their percentages to their advantage more so than their opponent is going to come away with this one, whether it be James or Jeff, because I think both guys are kind of in the same boat right now. They're not necessarily running out all the racks when they're there for like perfect shape to get out, and you're also not selling out in the beginning of the rack. See, this is a big one.
it could be too. I mean, last week James had the crowd here. I don't see the fans in the stand today.
Yeah, that could be a factor. Absolutely.
So looking at the bank shot here.
He's gonna hit the bank. I think I would hit.
Look at that shot rolling.
I think I would hit the combo there. Kind of let my cue ball fly. Now the good thing about this shot is that he blocks the 1 ball and the 6.
Yeah, you could almost risk playing the 1 into the 12 and lock it on the 6-8, but you're selling out a kick shot, which is no good. It's a very makeable kick shot, but
No. Yeah, I think you got to start with the 2 and manufacture something on either the 1, right? Maybe run into the 1, into the 12, and come away with something on the 6. Or try to make that 12 ball. Now, you can also play safety where you make the 12 and really hook them out on the 8 ball.
that's what I was saying, but you sell out the kick shot on that. He did what you were saying, try to hit the 1 there and manufacture something.
And you're kind of still in the same boat with this shot.
So
to be honest,
here's a crazy shot. You shoot I don't know if it's possible. I mean, you really have to hit it sweet. But the 1 into the 12, you slide over and make the 9 and hope the cue ball gets down table. But that's a ridiculous shot. I don't know if he's going to try and. Maybe he's going to try and play behind the 6-8 here for safety. Yeah, played the safety, and he got there, but again, sells out the kick shot.
yeah. The only thing with, so you'll see Jeff kick this with some speed.
Yeah, I mean, it's not easy to get a shot on the 8 after the kick shot, so that's
What I'm
promising,
saying.
yeah.
He's got to get the cue ball out of there. He's gonna hit it with some speed, which is why that wasn't a bad shot that you were saying earlier.
yeah. Yeah.
You know, and see, he's
Oh,
not
wow.
gonna. He's not. He was never coming away with the shot on the 8 there.
Wow. Ball in hand, start with the 1 up to this. Well, I almost like starting with the 3. No, this is probably the right move here.
It's one of those things. So there's too many possibilities to call this run out. You just let the guy do what he feels comfortable with.
Yeah, I think he's going to use the 3 as his last ball here. Just roll up to the 6. Stop shot. Man, draw back a little bit so you're not shooting over the 8.
I think he's got a good angle in his head where he wants to be on the 3 to end up on the 8. And this is pretty good. He's going to have a little bit of distance here.
Yeah, got to stroke through it here.
Oh, now he hit that pure,
Good.
3 ball pure. I think he stroked that 3 ball there with the best touch that he's had all match.
All right, starting to close the gap.
Yeah, that has to be done, right? You got to catch up earlier than later, you feel like.
Yeah, as long as you're staying within 2 games up until, your opponent gets to like 8, then you want to be within 1 rack for sure. But,
See how Jeff feels about that one.
feels like I'm going to have a glass of lemonade.
A little bit of lemonade. Yeah, so big break coming up here for James. If he can get this one split well, he's got a good chance to really get himself back pretty close to this match.
Pete Beshtawa, what's up? Going for Jeff. Avenue Auto also going for Jeff, but not sure with all the rainbows and unicorns. It's kind of funny.
All right, let's see how he hits this one. He played the head ball that time. Very interesting.
Still, nothing's dropping here in the Knights match off the break.
Let's check out the overhead real quick. Yeah, that looked kind of like a dead rack. As you see, they're really clustered. Nothing really moved that much. Breaking the head ball from the side rail like you did, honestly, in my experience, doesn't work out that good that often. You really gotta hit like a cut break where you're making the 6 ball in the side, and you don't get the best split all the time. Okay.
This rag is really cluttered up there in the top left.
Yeah, it is. And really solid. Stripes have a huge advantage here with all that cluster there and the 8 ball being part of it. This is heady. That's real heady. That's a very smart shot.
What did you say? Heady?
Heady shot, yes.
What's heady?
Heady is when you use your head to make decisions.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like heady. I don't have that word in my vocabulary.
Yeah, it's something
Gotcha.
that's very brainy.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm like, is he saying hetty or heady?
Heady.
Heady.
Yeah, it's a head-filled shot. It's something he really thought about. Yeah, that's a very smart, just educated play.
Kyle-
Is the
Kyle bringing some Arizona lingo out to Cheeseland here.
Oh, obviously you don't watch sports.
Nope. I watch pool.
Yeah.
Well, pool is, depending on who you talk to, I think it's a sport.
Oh, absolutely.
So many people that say, like, pool's not a sport. I'm like, just because it's not in the Olympics.
The only reason I say that, Patrick, is because if you did watch sports, you would know what heady means.
I do watch sports. I've never heard it.
You don't watch sports.
I watch sports.
No, you don't.
I do too.
What do you like to watch other than pool?
Well, I like 9-ball, 8-ball. I like snooker.
I was looking more for baseball, basketball.
No, so I used to watch basketball. I played basketball. I watched a lot of football. But these days, I don't
All
watch too many
pool.
sports. Yeah, this is all pool now. I like going to the ballpark and see. I can watch a baseball game on TV. I can watch it at the ballpark and have a great time. I can't watch them on TV.
Right.
It's just something about being at a ballpark is a different experience than
No doubt. It's
Watch
just
it
like
on
being
TV.
at the pool hall versus watching it.
yeah.
It's
Well,
very
I can watch pool on TV all day.
because you love pool.
Yeah.
Right. That's all I'm saying. Is like somebody who knows sports knows what heady is. Never heard of heady, and I watch all sports. Kelly.
Kelly, thank you so much. Everyone else, come to my defense. But every state's got their own thing. Like we got OPE. I think somebody put it in the chat. The Dylan, there it is. OPE. That's our Wisconsin word.
Yeah.
Bubbler, Wisconsin.
Yeah. That's real funny. I
Time
should bring
machine.
that up.
Wisconsin. You know what time machine is?
A time machine. No.
You've never used a time machine?
Time machine is when you go back in time, right?
No. So, and I made this mistake when I was really young and I joined the military. People, I would tell them, like, I need to use a time machine. They had no idea what I was talking about. And I'm like, a time machine, where you put your card in the machine, you get money out, and they're like, oh, an ATM machine. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, silly, a time machine. You're like, why the hell do you call it a time machine? Well, back in the day, our cards, it used to say, it was spelled TYME, take your money everywhere.
Yeah.
And they were the original ATM machines back in the day. So, yeah. So he's called it a time machine. And then now that I look back on it, it's kind of silly, but.
Yeah, this should be an out. Beautiful on the 3-ball.
Ooh, small pocket past that 15, though. He's got a half a pocket.
Yeah, you gotta feel like he's gonna make this one though.
Might have to cheat it off the rail. Use all of the pocket here. Oh, he got it clean.
He hit it sweet.
Really good. He even had about a quarter of an inch to go. Nice shot there by James to get it within one.
Right back in it, huh?
What did Dylan say there? I've heard of noggin. What does it say?
A noggin shot.
A noggin. Oh, okay. Yeah. Use your noggin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All kinds of sayings there, but I guess I watch just too many sports.
I just want to know what sport you watched and what commentator said heady. I want to know that one.
Oh, well, lots of baseball, right? Lots of baseball where it's a heady move to let the ball fall if it's not an infield fly, or let the ball run if it's a bunt to get foul.
A
Right?
heady play.
Instead of picking it up right away, it might trickle foul.
I'm going to use it. I like it. I've just never heard it before.
Yeah, it's a heady. It's something
Heady.
that real heady, you know. the opposite would be like a bonehead move.
That was how would we put that? That was really that was a non-heady move.
Yeah, exactly. If it's a heady play, it's that.
Yeah.
If it's not a heady play, it's a bonehead move. That would be the opposite term. See how it gets a split here. Playing the head ball. And I don't think he's getting much out of that break, to be honest with you here. Looks like another dry break.
Yeah, one thing we used to say was like, if you do something smart, whatever, is that guy's got some G2.
Oh, there you go.
Military thing was got some G2 in that one.
All right. So you're taking the stripes here. I like it. You obviously got the oh no, he took the solids. Okay.
Yeah, solids are the balls. I mean, 7 is a little fishy here. I don't like where that 7's at.
Yeah, he's just got to get straight in on it somehow. So we'll see how he decides if he can get straight in.
Right
on
here,
that
he can get
7.
straight on the 7 right now if he wants.
He had an opportunity in the last shot too, so it's really when he decides.
This is it. It's got to keep coming.
That's beautiful.
Touchy here. Okay, he does have it. Ah, that's what I was. Yeah, I was like, man, I think he needed to get a little straighter there. Yeah, I didn't think he shot it like it wasn't gonna scratch, and I was like, man, I'm gonna replay that one. Look at the overhead on it.
I got the replay on it. I don't have time to transition to it though. Might take another look at that scratch in a second. Gets that one to go, and now this rack looks nice. So kind of a flip flop on the storyline here with the mistakes late in the rack from each player having a run, right? Because now the stripes look real good.
Nick says, great match. I got to agree. This is going to come down to the wire, I think.
That's pretty good speed. He can get to the 14 here, I think, if he rolls up. Obviously, you're trying to avoid the 5 if you're going to roll up to the 14 off of the 13. So it's a little bit touchy because you overhit that ball. You end up under the 14 or on the 5.
I think if you're playing a 13, I think you let your stroke out a bit and let it come off the the left rail and back out.
Sure, I like that a lot. And that shows a confident stroke in that ball too.
Yeah. Maybe some draw here. Yeah, just like that.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
And I would like to get rid of this 14, but I don't like where it's at.
Sometimes
now.
when you're sitting so good on this 10 to get to the 11, right? That's what he's going to decide. He decided that he got good enough on the 10 to get to the 11 to the 12 to the 14 where he feels pretty confident he can get back to the 8 from the 14 because he's not going to any angle on the 14 works.
It'd be really nice here to get on the 14 and use that 12 as your money ball. Like come off the top rail and back down. Or this.
Right. See, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's one of those shots where he hit that last ball so good. He knows any angle on this 14 is going to work to get to the 8.
Yeah. He could take the 12 here if he wants. It's just going to be a little trickier using the 14 to get to the 8. Because 14 to the 12 and getting good, that's a little tough too. But the 12 is my money ball. I feel safer.
Well, here's the thing, though. If you get bad on the 12, which he didn't, he got just good on the 12.
He hit that really good.
Real nice, right? Put a good stroke on it.
Yeah, now it's just a simple stop shot, really. Maybe roll forward a half inch here.
Right. He'll just pop this ball in. Whatever he's left with, he's okay with.
See, for some reason, I'll have a tendency to slow roll these balls and miss them.
Rattle them.
Yeah. You gotta stroke those ones in. You can't slow roll them.
See how he didn't really leave the cue ball close to that rail, trying to get too straight on the 8, knowing that any angle on that 8 is gonna work.
Played that rack really well there. ties it up, and we are halfway through our match, folks. So buckle up. We are headed for Hill here. James trying to make it 3 weeks in a row. Jeff trying to dethrone James. Look who we got on table 8. Mr. South Strip himself.
Can't get an angle of that one.
Oh, did you bring up the replay on that one, or did you already go over it? You
I
already
went
over
over it, yeah.
Gotcha.
But on that scratch, yes, I saved it. It should be in the
Well,
highlights.
It will be, yeah. Chris G comes in on the weekends or during the week, I think, and puts those together. The highlight reel.
I think he needs to change his break.
Well, I think both of them might need to. No,
Look at
nothing's
this.
dropping.
Just as I say it, he sure does. He's getting away from this side break. I like him to make a ball this time.
He
Ooh,
made a ball.
He got one down, didn't
It's the
he?
cue ball.
He definitely got another one on top of it.
Yeah,
But
just 2 went in. That's going to be ball in hand for Jeff with a nice looking rack.
yeah, he's got his pick of the
Stripes.
crop here.
Minus the 11 ball. 11 ball sitting a little weird, but
Yeah.
I think the stripes are it.
7 ball is sitting weird for the solids, but if you start with the 7 all the way down, that's not a bad decision either.
Yeah, 7 all the way down, and there's no problem for the solids, really. You're right. There's nowhere you can play the 11 right now, and that's just enough. I guess once the 15's gone, it's not a problem.
What's wrong
You know?
with the 11 in the side pocket?
Does it? Oh, yeah, okay. If it's got a path to the side.
If you were shooting on the table, I feel like you'd shoot the 11 in the side right now.
Yeah, 11 times out of 10, for sure. But I don't think he's going.
He's going to the 11 in this bottom left.
Oh, okay. Can't see all the angles from the overhead, but
No, that was pretty sweet.
yeah, so stripes, yep, I like them.
Very, very runnable for Jeff from here.
Yeah, at this level, if you break them wide open and give your opponent ball in hand, it's trouble.
Now take the 12, running into the 10 here, guaranteeing shape on the 14.
Oh, jeez.
He one-stroked that ball. I think that's the only reason why you miss those shots. You just get down on them a little too quick.
Start with the 7. You ain't going to get better on it. And it's wide open here for the solids now. Yeah, I like getting rid of that 1 as soon as I can here. So 6 to the 1 maybe. And if you don't like it, you got the 3. You got so many options here after the 6.
Yeah, my only option I like here is getting out.
He's taking the 3.
Looks like he's taking the 6.
Is he? Okay, I like the 6. Looked like he aimed up at the 3 for a second.
You're right.
He
you're
did.
Right, you're
Yeah.
right. And he really got a fortunate bump off that 6. Jacked up over the 5, he would have been in trouble.
I dislike these shots when I'm really close. Gave it a nice hit there. All right. Draw 1 rail over to the 5 or possibly the 4, depending on his speed here.
Yeah, he'll play the 5 next.
Either way, the line, I mean, he's going to have either pick of wherever the ball ends up, really. 5 or the 4.
Oh, wow. He kind of ended up on the 50 here with the 5. Now he's got to play this 5 ball in the bottom right corner with low outside to come 3 rails for the 4 in the bottom left.
I think he's got to bank this ball. What's he doing? What's he lining up here? He's looking at where the cue is possibly going to run into that 15 if he cuts it.
Oh, he'll hit it with some low here.
Yeah, because if that 15 stops it. Yep, 15 stopped it.
What a shot.
And if you look back, you saw him put his stick right on that tangent
right
line.
where he's going.
Yep.
Yeah, he hit that beautiful.
And now this is just simple one pocket here. Come one rail or draw two rails. I like just one rail here. Playing an 8 in the same pocket. Perfect. Nice out there.
I think this is going to be James's first lead of the match.
First lead of the match, you are correct. Ah, James got a smile on his face for that one.
Feels good about it.
Yeah, just saw a smile. Tell you, when pool players are they're in a money match, you know, it's hard to see them smile. You know, this is just straight business the majority of the time.
Yeah,
Focus and
absolutely.
business.
Absolutely.
One of my favorites is Randy Parlick. When he's sitting in the chair, it's like ice cold, no emotion.
No doubt.
We were talking about it on the stream. I was mentioning it to him when I was playing up with him in Burnham Wood, because we talked about it on the stream before. I mean, just nothing. Just no emotion, just straight business.
Yeah, and I think that says a lot about like a player's personality and drive when they're playing the game.
Yeah. Some players, some don't. Like Earl Strickland, if you ever watch him sitting you'll always see the camera crew go to him, you know, when his opponent's shooting, because he's rolling his eyes and he's throwing his hands up in the air, you know, like he gets very emotional when he's sitting in the chair, you know?
Absolutely. He's one of those players who wears his emotion on his sleeve. I think that's going to be dry.
That Randy heard me.
Look at the overhead here.
We have another dry break there.
Yeah, and that one's gonna hurt a little bit.
The 3-ball goes. He's got that. I like taking the 3 right now. That's if. Actually, no. That 3 wasn't makeable from where I was looking at it. I don't think.
I think it was, but I think he decided he wasn't gonna get much better on the 6. Which now he's kind of in a spot, right? Now you got to shoot a tough 6-ball, I feel like.
5-ball. Then you're not going to have much after, though.
See that 5-ball did go on the side.
And that's where I thought he was going. But
No,
he went down.
It didn't go. I think the stripe had him cut off there.
That's so only 1 ball cut off here for the stripes. 14. Everything else has a home. I think you start with that 12 ball.
Yeah, on
Turn
the
it
top rail.
Yep, and then you open up the 8 with the 11 and just work your way down. I don't know what you're going to do with the 14. It kind of depends on how he develops the table here. See what he does. Oh, wow. He's going to be scratching his head on that one.
Yeah, really. I'm looking at what he left here. Just maybe the 5.
Might be able to slide that 4 by. Cheat
Yeah.
it. Just cheat it a little bit.
That's what this tells me.
Yeah.
He clipped the 12 there.
Oh, it's looking good here for solids now. I think you take the 6, come out for the 1
I
or the
think you gotta
5.
take the 1 now.
Oh, 6 ball. Then you come out for the 1 or the 5. And then, yeah, 3's your money ball.
Yeah, this looks real simple. He's not going to take much time getting there either, I'll tell you that much. Going to hit this one offhanded, I think.
Uh-oh.
He hit it offhanded. No, he's fine.
What do you mean offhanded?
Means he hit it right-handed when he's a left-handed player.
I thought he hit it left-handed.
No, he hit that last shot was a right-handed shot.
Mm-hmm.
And he missed the 3 ball.
Yeah. Give James. This is a big game for Jeff to keep it, keep it tied up. But
Close. Yeah, he needs to keep it close.
yeah, 13 might be a little bit of an issue, but not much. There's plenty of opportunity to get above it here.
Yeah, I think the big problem in this is, again, the 11 that doesn't go by the 8.
Oh, that 11 goes. Yeah. Why is he looking at the 10-9? What's he doing there?
You really think that 11 goes?
I'm pretty positive that goes. I don't think it goes, like I said. Hey,
We'll see what he does with it.
different views for different cues.
See, I think he was trying to get the angle there, but I think he just missed the angle here.
He's probably
He might be able to clip this here with heavy top.
yeah. You gotta be careful. The 8 though.
It's okay.
He might be trying to carry it off the 8.
No, he got it. Beautiful. 'Cause he's got this 12 ball over here.
He made it work.
Insurance,
He
Yeah.
made it work.
So now we'll play 12-13, right? You just roll this 12 in for the 13.
I think he plays 12 to the 11 here. No, 12,
No,
13.
you got to take the 12, 13, 11,
Yeah,
15,
yeah.
14. Yeah, that's the correct. Even played it rail first to get off the rail for the 13. So now we can play to the 14 or the 15 here. Draw back for the 15, play forward for the 14.
I like getting just stopping it and then play the
Or
11.
on the 11,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, he can play shape for any ball on the table
I
here.
don't like playing the 11 now. Not at all. There you go. 13, then the 11.
Yeah, he will. I think he will. Oh, here we
This is
go. This is a big
interesting.
shot then. This is a big shot.
Why don't you play the 13?
He's going to play the 15 next.
Yeah, but the 13, when do you get better on it? When do you get better on that 13?
Right.
We'll find out right now. I think unless he gets back to that 13 as good as he was, then great. If not, I think that would be a mistake.
I would have to definitely agree with you there.
But as long as you get out, there's no wrong way to do it. I mean, I just think it's just a little bit of a challenge because he has to get good on that 13.
Or
Where-
the 15
Yeah.
to the 13, right? So his chances definitely are smaller to get out now than if he made the 13 on the last shot. He's going to get to the 15 here.
All right, yep, and he's going to be able to get nice and straight again. So
Right. Float this 15 in. Now this is a little bit of a touchy shot,
it is.
right? Any more speed than you need here is no good for the 13. Any less speed you need.
This is what I'm talking about because you're
this
right.
is very touchy on the 15.
Yeah, because he might need to put a little more speed than you think to get it going, and then he's coming away from the 13, and he's going to have a kind of an angle to shoot the 13. He's got to find a way to hold.
He stroked it real smooth, but he's still going to miss it.
That's what I'm talking about. He made that difficult.
That's a big mistake.
Yeah. I think if he watches back, he'll probably think maybe he should have took 13. Maybe not. I mean,
Right, because he was
Yeah.
down on that shot too,
Yeah.
right?
yeah, he just made it work at the end there. He was able to hold it, though, but he didn't make it, so maybe if he made it, it would have leaked out more.
Right.
And gave him angles. So, yeah. You need to head out. All right. Be 1 second, folks.
Talking more than producing.
All right. Back in the booth. Kyle had to take a little bit of a break. He will be back shortly. All right, so do we have another dry break? I think. Not much for starter shots here. Got the 2-ball. Leads nicely to the 1. Possibly, I think the 1 is the best bet. What do you got for stripes? Not a whole lot here. I guess he's saying he's got the 15 ball. Let me see. Where's he shooting 13? 15. It goes. Beautiful shot there. I could not see the line on that shot. Got a much better line down on the table. Mia says, go get it cool, Jimmy. Is it Mia or Maya? Maybe it's Maya. All right, see if there's 14 is going to be a little tricky. Nowhere really to go. Not even a bank shot, really. Might need to move the 7 to get that bank shot. Or if you can find a way to move the 14 out somehow. Possibly right now. He's got a good angle to get into the 14. The problem is coming away with a shot after if he does that. If he plays the 11 and goes into the 14 or tries to move the 7, if he moves the 7, he'll have a shot on the 9. If he gets into the 14, his only hope would be maybe the 11 ball. I don't know. We'll see. See what he does with this 11. See, he is drawn over to it, it looks like. Wow, he played a carom shot. Kind of tied up the 10 ball there. So I got that shot on replay. Have Kyle take a look at it. Okay, tried to open it up a little more there, but still cluttered. Take a look at this carom shot he played. The 11 off of the 10 here. Into the side.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Nice shot. Trying to open things up here.
Yeah, I don't think it quite worked out how he would like. With the 10 ball kind of trapping itself, I think you just got to hang the 9. Hang the 9 right there, right?
I like what he's trying to do there. I think he was trying to take back the pocket by getting a 10 in there somehow, but that was really difficult.
I didn't go by the 4, though, is the
Yeah.
problem. You gotta hang the 9 ball there in front of the 4 ball between the 5 and the 7.
Really coming down with it. Wow. Look at that shot.
Now does that 7 go by the 10?
I don't think it needs to, as long as it gets the
Well,
4.
from here, I think it needs to.
I mean, yeah, it goes. Wow, he tried to get into that 3-8. That would have been very ideal.
Absolutely, and this 3 ball is still gonna bank, so we'll see if he plays for a bank on.
He's
the
drawn
3.
into the 3-8 here. Oh, and he just missed it. 2 incredible attempts there to bust that 3 out.
And he's still. I don't think he has an angle here with unless he juices it up with inside.
Nah, I think he's
or
got a
really power
top.
draws out of it.
I think he's gonna try to go either heavy top off that angle right there, and then come into the 3/8. Maybe a little bit of
I
top
feel
left.
see at top right inside
Yeah.
spin, inside.
Oh, interesting shot there.
No, did he call this playing for a bank?
On the 3? I don't know. I thought he
From
was trying to.
there, yeah, from there
Yeah.
the 3 ball doesn't bank.
Yeah, I thought he'd be trying to just make the 1 and then in the upper right and go into it, but I guess it wasn't there. So Salas kind of look like they got a little bit of advantage here, not much. All right.
Actually, I don't know how much this hurts him, right? You got a tough cut in the 4
That 3 ball is going to be really difficult to deal with
to
here.
get out. Exactly.
I think what you got to do is get the 4 close to the 3/8 here. Just get it close. Oh, this is
It's
unfortunate.
going in, yeah.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's a soldier off the table. I think in that situation, you got to get that 4 ball close to the 3/8. Is a bust out ball.
Yeah, I
Just
agree.
position.
Here you might have to get an angle on the 10 ball to go into the 3/8 and then play the 14 and then have the 8 open, hopefully.
Here's what I'm thinking is I think my opponent is very unlikely to use the 1 to bust out the 3/8. You agree?
No.
Okay, you think it's easy.
I don't think it's easy, but I think it's doable.
Yeah, well, what I'm getting at is like I would stop making balls and just get my 9 ball up by the 3/8, use it as a bust out.
The only thing with that is you have to make sure that 9 ball ends up somewhere good where if you do sell out a shot on the 1 that you feel like even if he does break that 8 ball out, he's not going to have a shot.
I'm gonna stop making balls right now. I'm putting that 9 ball. I'm banking it up close to that upper left pocket, somewhere where I can use
No,
that.
he's
to bust
gonna
them.
he's gonna carry him off of the 10 into the 1.
That
which is
works too.
just as good, yeah.
As long as you're not making balls here. Yeah, take away his pawn. Take away that 1 ball for sure. I think that's the play here.
Again, if you miss that carom though, you're kind of selling out with a fairly easy shot on the 1, lots of options, right?
Easy shot on the 1, but there's nothing easy about going from the 1 to the 3 and making it.
Now the thing with that though is that you also don't have to open up that 8 ball.
You can either play this combo or play the carom. I like the carom and drop that 1 ball. Very makeable.
Again, that doesn't mean Jeff has to come to the table and open up this 8 ball.
That's perfect. Yeah, but you always have the advantage. As
Yeah.
stripes right now, it doesn't matter. Even if Jeff, let's say, gives up ball in hand here on purpose, very well. You still have advantage. You control the table right now. Yep. Controlling the table.
Okay, so he's gonna have a shot to get this 8 ball out.
He's got ball in hand to do it too.
Yep. I think I just make this 9 past the 3/8 with a lot of top, trying to clip the 3. Whatever I come away with, I like. Other than that, you can put the 9 in the side and go into him. He didn't even pick it up.
Yeah, he doesn't realize he has ball in hand here.
Replay.
He's got ball in hand because Jeff shot one of James's balls in.
Yeah.
Well, I can't replay it now.
Right, we missed it, but wow, that's crazy. He didn't even pick it up.
And this is smart too. I mean, he didn't even bother making the ball. Could have. Yeah, see. I just think James really didn't realize it was ball in hand.
Yeah, because now you got to shoot this bank. Well, I mean, geez, yeah, you feel like you could have got a little more done with ball in hand off the 9. Maybe break the 8 out.
Yeah.
This is good though.
Yeah,
That's good.
that's gonna work nicely.
Short stick. Shoot the
Yeah.
jump. Didn't even think about it. That one's gonna pay. That one should pay off for James.
What a crazy rack this was.
Yeah, that was just kind of a weird turn of events that you don't really expect. There you go. Look at that cue ball, man. You see how that cue ball landed?
Nah, what happened?
It looks like it took a piece of chalk or something at
It
the end of
it
it.
happened. We do clean the tables between each match, though.
Yeah. Just looks like the table's rolling a little funny. That's going to be 7-6 James.
3-way.
Yeah, that's a big rack. I'll tell you what. Especially when you got a couple opportunities to play maybe something different. So surprised James didn't take ball in hand there when he had it. I'm not sure if he realized he had it or not, but if you got ball in hand, you feel like you pick it up, right?
How did my coffee mug get out there? Did Chris put my coffee mug out there?
He did.
Oh, I'll show everyone at home. Check this out. So we got these cool coffee mugs. That's Kyle's. It's pretty cool. It's our bonus for doing commentation.
Those are available online. Not really, but if you want one, I'm sure Kendall will get you one.
I'm sure they are available somewhere.
Does he get one to go here? He does. He got one to go. I thought he needed to change his breakup, and he did. Last time he scratched.
I feel like that's like 8 racks. It's been 8 racks since we got a ball to drop, I think. I don't know.
No, because the last time James broke, he made one, but he also scratched. I did pick up on that because he was breaking from the side rail with no result before that.
Hey, Scuba Steve. Holy cow. Haven't seen Scuba Steve since almost, was that state?
What's up, Scuba?
Hey, what's going on?
Got a good match for you here, Scuba. These guys are battling right now.
We got a guy out here in the Appleton area. Me and my brother, like, if we went out to a bar or something, we'd always Uber. And we found this guy's his own Uber service or whatever.
Oh, there you go.
I don't think he's part of Uber, but he's like
his own cab service, right?
Yeah, and I don't know how we found him, but his name is Steve, and we call him Uber Steve. And he got his painted on the side of his car now, Uber Steve.
Yeah.
Shout out to Uber Steve as well, keeping everybody safe in the Appleton area.
All right, so he took stripes, so he's got this 12 ball to worry about, the 10 ball to worry about. He tried to go into him right there. That was a pretty good decision in my head. And it looks like he got quite the fortunate roll here, too. Wow. He's going to give up the 7 ball, but...
Do you know Scott Branson?
No.
Oh, okay. He just put a comment in there. He's like, Hetty, like Hetty Nugs, bro. I don't know what you're talking about there, Scott.
Yeah, I like chicken nuggets, too.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so the 6 ball is a problem here. It looks like he might be a little straight on this 5 to deal with it right now. He might be able to get into that 12 ball just a little bit, which is all he needs.
So not sure if they're watching or listening, but out there sitting in the bleachers, if you're watching and listening, let us know who you are, who you're going for. Or wave to the booth if you can hear us.
Look at this. What a bank. What a shot. You banked the 6 ball in?
Wait, Scuba Steve, are you saying you're Steve Lang, the jester? Is that what's going on? Is Scuba Steve Lang?
Uh-oh, side pocket. That was a big mistake. this is big. Start with the 14. Roll forward. Should be good. Looks like James agrees with me.
See, I like working top to the bottom here. Nothing too crazy. Maybe using my 13 ball as my money ball is nice. Actually, all three of those balls, 15, I mean, any one of them will work nice.
I agree.
Okay, so never mind then. We see Scuba Steve all the time. I didn't know Scuba Steve was Steve Lang. That's crazy. So, Steve, do you actually do scuba?
Nah.
We're going to have to get that information.
I know a couple Scuba Steves.
By the way, congratulations. What was this? This was his 7th week in a row?
6 or 7, yeah. He's getting up there.
I think it's
isn't
number
he?
7.
Yeah, he's getting up there. Oh, this is a nice out from James here. Here we go. Just roll this ball in. You're going to get shape. Let's see how close the cue ball ends up to that point he just pointed at. I'd say that's pretty darn close.
Hey, that was the money ball I said. 13. Originally.
13 in the side,
Yeah.
baby. There you go. Calling them right.
Got him. Got one. My first one right of the day.
There you go, Patrick. You're on your way, bud. That's a great out. It's going to put him up 2. Starting to get pretty late in this match, right? If Jeff is going to make a move, he's really got to make a move pretty quick here. Because going down 9-6 in a race of 10 is much worse than 7-8.
So, Scuba Steve, what you got to do is you got to set up a pool table. Have you ever done this? I think Ika Minute, the Iceman, Mika Immonen, he did this. He set up a pool table at the bottom of a pool and played pool. You can give that a shot sometime. Might cost you a few pennies, though, to get that pool table down and out.
Here's one. How about an aquarium pool table?
An aquarium pool table.
Got the fishes
Be interesting
swimming
to see
under
how-
the slate.
Be interesting to see how the balls actually move in water.
Let's see how he hits these. Does he get another one to go? Ooh, no, this is going to be dry.
Definitely got them open, huh?
Minus the 11, 15, 7 there, right?
Yeah.
That's obviously a problem. Which ones do you like, though? Oh, wow. That's what we call a heady shot. Just take care of the one problem is a solid right
Yeah,
there.
the solids are open now. Scott asking, how often do we level the tables? As often as needed is my answer. I mean, MH is our table mechanic. He's got some help as well in the pro shop. But they do a pretty good job leveling these tables out. So, I mean, I know definitely every time if they do have to move a table, it gets re-leveled for sure. And the TV table, I'm sure they check it quite often.
So there, I think that's just another rush shot by Jeff.
Oh, yeah. Missed a 2 ball there.
He just rushed it. I think he just got down and 2-stroked it.
What about just, sitting up behind the 9 here?
Right.
Make it and sit it behind the 9. You got to get above it. Otherwise, you're leaving the 3. It's got to get above it.
No, he did.
Yep. There you go.
Yeah, with where that 3 was sitting, it was pretty easy to get past that 9 ball. This is going to be a jump.
Wow. Look at that.
Yeah,
Nice shot there.
hit that with no problem. Now, the question is, how do you get to the 5? Oh, he's gonna play the 5-3 carom here.
That was a brave shot.
That was very brave, and I think he's gonna have to pay for it.
Oh,
If you're James coming in here, you're wanting to make him pay for it, right? All your balls are sitting wide open.
yeah, it was just unfortunate there.
Yeah, he hit that pretty good.
This is to get on the hill here. You run out, get to the hill.
And a 3-game lead to force Jeff to win 4 in a row.
Yeah, this is a big game for Jeff. I mean, if James takes this game, it's going to be tough.
Mm-hmm.
Scott says, I'll take the other side of Rikers Island, given 2-1.
All right, here comes a short stick again.
Scott, I got to ask, what do you mean by that? What's he asking?
I'm not sure where Rikers Island is. Man, that was another kind of I feel like Jeff is kind of on his give up stroke here. Right, that last couple games, I feel like he's just getting a little quick, just a tad careless.
He's over in like New Jersey or something. New Jersey, New York. Oh, okay. He says it's a prison off the island of New York. Yeah, I knew it was. I think they had a scene there in X-Men movie or something. But Scott, our question is you said you're going to take the other side of Rikers Island, given 2-1. Enlighten us. I don't know what you mean by that.
That ball died a little bit. You got the 15 straight in. I think he'll take that one.
I like. Oh wow!
And replay that one too.
Yeah,
Just look at
wow.
how that ball reacted off of the nipple there. And he's cutting this to the left pocket.
Wow, I completely missed the cut.
Wow, I can't believe you didn't think about back cutting that ball to the bottom right.
Oh yeah, whoa. That is wild. That I think should have dropped, right?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, it depends.
Well, watch the way it does react. I mean, I think after it bounces off this nipple,
let's go back to the match here.
Yeah, we're gonna have to look at it again. That was wild. It it came backwards.
Right. And I think the table looks like it's leaning to our left on the screen, and I think I picked that up on the lag in the first match. To be honest,
I don't know if it's so much the lean as so much of like maybe a chalk, like it hit chalk or something.
No, because it's been doing that a couple times throughout the match. And I've brought that up earlier in the match where it looked like the ball caught a piece of chalk, but I don't think it did. This is going to be the match here. Or not the match, I'm sorry, the game to get to the hill. But I think a couple times in the match that cue ball is leaning towards our left side of the table throughout. And I, even going back to the Jesters match, even to the lag, it looks like it's rolling off just see what I'm saying? Yeah, you guys see what I'm saying.
I don't think that's a table issue. I think there's just maybe caught a little bit of dirt or something because the way it reacted. Let's take another look at it.
Right, just when it's rolling dead here, it just doesn't.
Yeah, kind of weird.
It could catch the lip right there and fall in, It could. Now we're not going to chalk the match up to that because he could have made that ball. But It's
Well,
just interesting.
Scott, you can always take a hike and go somewhere else. I don't know if he doesn't like the content. Guess he said our. I guess he was trying to troll or whatever, but I guess it was a bad troll because it didn't even make any sense. But to each their own. Whatever you want, Scott.
Right, right.
All right, another dry break.
Yep. And this one's wide open as well. Wide open. What's up, Scott? What do you like, solids or stripes here?
It doesn't matter what you like. All right, I think the solids are good here.
Six ball's a little tricky, right? You got to think.
Yeah.
Look at this. You're going to play the 1-4 combo right now. And he's straight on the 5. Tough to get a shot from here. Not sure if I 100% agree with that.
Well, it's going to be nice.
No, it's not.
Oh, you're right. Thought he had a piece of the one here. He may have it. I don't know. I can't see the. Yeah, I don't think
he's going to curve it in
bank.
or try for the bank, right? It didn't. It just didn't go clean. Hit so much right spin on it, you know.
Kendall coming to the defense. That's funny. If that's the case, Kendall must have looked them up.
Hey, invite him to the stream, man. Have some fun. Come on, Scott.
All right, does a 6 go past 8? Does not look like it does.
No, he's on the stripes anyway right now. This is James at the table. Trying to run the match out here.
Yeah. Jeff just missed a bank shot. Where's my head at?
And this is a beautiful shot. I'll tell you what. You got to get it on that 11 in the side, right? Or actually, you can shoot the 11 here in the top right. I don't like it. It doesn't lead to anything that well.
Yeah, you got to ask yourself, when you going to get on the 11? You got the 10 to get to the 11. I don't like taking the 10 or the 11. I'd probably start with the 12 here.
And another problem in this rack is where the 9 ball sits. I'm not going to ask you, but Chatland, do you think that 9 ball goes in the side?
It goes in the side.
I don't think that 9 goes in the side. Not
All
a chance.
day it goes in the side.
Not a chance. You're crazy.
I'm not saying hit it in the side. I'm playing the 12 right now, and I'm playing the 9 up.
Yeah.
And then you go from there.
I agree. And you know, that's a clean out from
Yeah.
there. I like that.
I just, if you're taking the 10 or the 11 right now, you're moving the cue ball more than you need to. You know, the 12 offers good cue ball control.
And to the 10 to the 13 to the 11, right? Like if you take the 12 now, I think.
Yeah, the 10 offers a lot of control, actually. I take that back. You could start with the 10.
But the angle you have on the 10 here, you're going away from everything, right? Even if you just slow roll it, you might end up close on that 13 and then have to take the 11 next.
He's starting with the 11.
Which I don't mind, but this is a tough shot, right? You can just roll the 12 in and get better on the 11. But if you make the 11, the rest of the run out should be fairly straightforward.
Yeah.
So low outside here to get back to the middle.
Yeah, if he makes it, it's golden.
He's putting low inside. Watch out, 6 ball. Wow, what a shot.
Well, I'll tell you what, if this 9 goes in the side, we'll find out right now. Otherwise, he's playing it down.
Right.
I hate playing stuff past the point.
You gotta play it past the point. There's not enough room. There's just not. And I agree with you. I think you gotta play the 9 right now. It looks like he's gonna play the 10 though. He's aiming away from it. He's looking away from it.
I agree with you 100%, Kendall. 100%. And so does Sean. All right. The 9 is not the easiest of shots because he's angled past the point. But, I mean, when are you going to get better on it
Right.
is what you got to be thinking.
Yep.
You could take the 10 and play out to the 9. You definitely...
It just looks so good though, and it leads the rest of the runs very nicely. So this is the correct shot.
Beautifully
And
hit.
you hit it like that. It shouldn't even be a question in your mind, right? But that's just what you go through in pool is like, do I do this? Do I do that? And sometimes when you got those doubts, it bleeds into your stroke. I say it all the time. It bleeds into your stroke. You don't necessarily get through the cue ball well. But when you're confident in your decisions, your stroke reflects that. And I think that was a good decision. He got down and he committed to that 9 ball, and he hit it dead center. Ended up where he needed to end up to get out.
So let's see if he uses his 13 as his last ball. I think that's probably ideal here. Because you can play 10 and come over to the 12.
I think I like the 12 the last. Just roll this ball in and get straight on the 13. Yeah, see, so this angle here is going to get you straight on the 12 for a draw shot. You just got to be wary of the side pocket. Yeah, you got to. This is a decision stroke. Really a lot of angles on the 12 work too. See what I'm saying? A lot of angles work. This is 2 rails back to the middle.
Yep. I'd 2 rails right to where the cue ball's at now.
Yeah, but
I mean,
that's
off the rail.
that's asking a lot. That's making the 12 ball missable. Here you just get back to the middle, take what you get.
I'm telling you, he's going to get it all the way close to that rail.
No, he's not.
This is 50 here.
Yeah, well, no, it's not. It's it's the top right for the match.
Yeah, but still not a easy shot.
It's
If you'd
not
kept
easy.
That rolling, that line. I mean, you're rolling across your line.
But the thing with that, is that 12 ball is much more missable at any more speed. So that's why he hit it like that, to make sure he's going to make the 12 and come away with a shot on the 8. I think this is what I was kind of alluding to in our Jesters match, where you got to trust yourself to make these little bit more difficult shots.
Yep. For the match.
And that's it.
Boom,
Dead
he
center.
got it.
Loved it. He loved it as soon as he hit it. What a shot. What a match. Thank you, guys.
All right, guys. So that's our match. We will be back next Sunday. And we do got a King of the Hill match coming up soon on the 28th. So stay tuned for that. And then again in September, look out. We're headed to Connecticut. We got an awesome matchroom event. Matt Apple Extreme. Going to be doing all the streaming out there. Going to have pros in the booth and all the pros playing. So it's going to be awesome time. And we'll be back next week.
Thank you. Thank you.